In this tutorial, we're going to log into another computer using remote desktop. So this computer here with the calculator running and the pretty background is the computer that we're going to be logging into. And we'll switch over here, and this is the computer that we're going to launch remote desktop from to log into that other computer with the calculator. So if we click Start and go to All Programs and Accessories, we can click on Remote Desktop Connection. And here we want to do some optimization, so we'll click Options and go to Display. We'll change it to 16-bit because we don't need all that quality when we're just logging into another computer. On the local resources, we'll go to the audio settings and we'll change it to play on remote computer, and that'll leave the sound on the other computer instead of bringing it across the internet. Then we'll take the printers out because we don't really need to map the printers to that other computer. We'll leave the clipboard in, and we'll go to Experience and take all the check marks out. We don't need all that extra visual stuff that slows down the connection. So if we go back to General tab, we can type in the name of the computer, if you know the name of it, or the IP address, if you know the IP address. Sometimes you'll just have to experiment and try one or the other here. I know the IP address, so I'll just put that in. We'll go ahead and put our username in. And we'll check the Allow Me to Save My Credentials button, because that will give us the opportunity to just save this. And then we'll be able to log in the future and log in much more quickly. So if we click the Save As button, we can save this as a shortcut on our desktop. And I'll just give it the name of the computer because I know the computer's name is Mal. And now I have the connection on the desktop. If we click Connect, you'll get a few error messages or security warnings, and we don't want them to keep asking us this over and over again because we know the other computer, we know it doesn't have viruses or whatever, we know that it's a trusted computer. So then we'll put in our password, because I know the username is Mal. You might have to change the account and try use other account if you need to change the username there. And then we're going to remember the credentials, and it'll log into that other computer. And this is another security message, and we don't need to keep asking that, because again, I know this other computer. If you don't know the other computer, maybe you don't want to save these settings. And now we're logged into that other computer with the calculator running, and that had the pretty background, but it's not showing us the background because we chose to remove a lot of the visual styles in order to save space or to make the connection faster to this other computer. So now we can do whatever we want here on this remote computer that's in another office or at your home or whatever. And if we want to log out of that, we've got to click Start and Log Off, and that'll completely log us out of it. If we just hit the X in the top corner, we don't get logged out. It keeps us logged in, but it closes remote desktop. So whatever you leave open here would still be open on that other computer. Now once we log out, we're back to our other computer. We can double click that icon that we put on the desktop, and it just zaps us right into the remote desktop session because we already chose to remember all the security settings and put in our password and all that kind of stuff. So if we log out of this one again, we'll be back to our desktop, and that's how you use remote desktop.